Hello, this is Brother Ron. Today's letter comes to us from Faith Crusher, who writes, Dear Brother Ron, one must wonder why Satan would endeavor such a vile legacy of sin and destruction. Why is God not planning on forgiving Satan, or at least give him a chance to repent, as evident from the book of Revelations? Christians claim that Satan was the wisest angel next to God and way beyond the wisdom of human beings. Together with that reason, angels can't go back on a decision, and therefore God will not forgive Satan. How contradictory is it that such a wise being as Satan couldn't realize that God could never be defeated and rebel against him? All of a sudden, the smartest being in the universe next to God gets jealous and goes ahead to suicide himself against God and 2/3 of the angels. The odds were against Satan, let alone that God could just snap his fingers and vanish the whole horde of traitors. It doesn't make sense that Satan would rebel against God since he was so smart. The story is flawed, and therefore the Bible is in vain. Well, dear Faith Crusher, your reasoning points out the reason why religious organizations should avoid the use of mythology. Skeptics, such as Faith Crusher, often seize on such errors to debunk the entire dogma. Take the story of Satan, for example. Satan is the Hebrew word for adversary. Now, every great hero has to have a great adversary. Where would Batman be without the Joker? Where would Superman be without Lex Luthor? And certainly the religious organizations have been very effective in portraying Satan as the ultimate adversary. He also makes a great scapegoat for human weakness. How many people have tried to blame their evil deeds on satanic influence? But when you say the story is flawed, so the Bible is in vain, you're only half right. Yes, the story is flawed. No, the Bible is not in vain. The Bible is a great collection of philosophy, history, poetry, and theology. If used correctly, the Bible can be a great source of inspiration, enlightenment, and enjoyment. But having been written over the course of 5,000 years by many people, and edited by committees which had political, theological, and financial agendas, the Bible contains many examples of the imperfect nature of man's handiwork. The trick is to see beyond the human imperfections to the greater glory underlying the work. We cannot just read the Bible and take every word at face value. We must reflect on it and ask the voice of God within us for guidance. We will find some parts of the Bible extremely helpful and others less helpful. Have you ever been to an all-you-can-eat restaurant? Did you eat everything they offered, or did you just take what would be beneficial to you? Although some purists may refer to this as cherry-picking, I prefer to think that the Spirit of God is guiding you to the message which will be most beneficial to you personally. I believe God speaks to each individual and gives that person the resources to meet their individual needs. You should approach the Bible with that attitude. Approach it like a treasure hunt. God has a message for you which will give you strength and inspiration to meet your daily challenges. Approach the Bible with that attitude, and you'll find that the Bible can be a very helpful and enjoyable experience. Thank you for joining us.